Alrighty, hello, welcome back. First video released about a month ago, and I took a break. My first of probably many, because why not, you know? I feel like people don't realize the amount of work that actually goes into your first video until they do it. Um, you overthink, where are we going here? You overthink a lot when you post your first video, do I want to do another one? Am I done? Am I finished? Is my YouTube career done after one video? I took a month off. Plus, my life is just fucking crazy. So I didn't do another one for a while. The flight sim stuff will come back. I'm thinking we're gonna do some truck sim for a little while. Just because I feel like there's more going on in a truck sim game versus this is American Truck Sim for anyone who's not familiar. Another great sim game for people to try out. I feel like flight sim videos, as good as they are and as entertaining as they are for some aviation nerds, um, which I am slowly turning into one of those, I'm not gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoy aviation now, and I gotta be honest, most of my social medias are now just random videos of planes and shit like that. But anyway, I figured we'll do some flight sim or some truck sim stuff and give it a go. It's just I don't know, it's a fun game. I enjoy it, and it's something I can just kind of drive. There's a lot more for you guys to pay attention to and watch as far as like some of the mods that I've put into this game have some different cars and some different trucks. There's company names, things of that nature, and it's great. I mean, I can do that stuff in American Truck or in Flight Sim too, but it's not always there, right? I mean, most of the video you're up in the air. So we're gonna switch to some truck sim stuff. We'll send some of those videos to you. Jesus Christ, and we'll go from there. Um, so this is Truck Sim. It's kind of a dark, stormy day when I first loaded in, and I was like, maybe I could wait or change the weather. We're just gonna run with it. We're not gonna do any of that. We're also gonna listen to some really cheesy, non-copyrighted music on YouTube, because why not? The in-game radio for this game is pretty good. It actually takes the live radio from surrounding stations and kind of mushes it into one, so you get a little bit of everything that you want to listen to. Can't use that stuff in a YouTube video without running into copyright issues because it's all mainstream music that's all got copyrights on it and stuff. But we won't use any of that. I don't want to get yelled at in my second video on YouTube. But what we are gonna do, we'll listen to some of this cheesy non-copyrighted music. Not all of it's bad though. Some of it's pretty good. I have not listened to any of this previously, so we're gonna experience it together for the first time, and we'll see how that goes. But we are going to pick up a load from Walmart. It's just some empty pallets that need to go from one spot to the other. Actually, let me see if I can pull up where we're going. Nope. I'll do that once we get there. We'll look at the job. We'll see where we're going and where we're coming from. But yeah, hopefully, after my quick vacation from YouTube after my first video, I got a little overwhelmed with it because it's a new experience for me and it takes a lot of work for me as somebody who has to edit it. I'm not great at editing, so we'll work through some of those kinks and we'll get through that. But I think the truck sim videos are not going to be nearly as long. Maybe Flight Sim's more of a, I don't know, maybe a streaming game because I can interact with the comments and stuff mid-flight when there really isn't anything else going on, and I don't have to pay so much attention to the game. Maybe that's the route to go with that. The other thing I'm trying to get into the works, which I may do, is turning the Flight Sim videos into more of a podcast style. where, you know, I bring on some of my friends who are about as interesting as I am. No offense to you guys. Um, but I don't know, maybe we can talk about some topics and get some actual conversation going. Nothing controversial, because, no, I'm good. But we'll see. Maybe we'll do some of that with some of the flight sim stuff, because we'll be able to talk about a lot more while the game is going on. But we are actually coming into uh, Fort Stockton in Texas. That's where I started out this trip. So we are gonna. I think I see the blue Walmart sign over there. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and pull in here. We will get loaded up with our pallets and we'll head for our destination, which I still don't remember because I just kind of clicked one from the list and said, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go from there. But I do have some mods in the game. No vehicle mods, just because I haven't gotten around to that yet. I may add some other trucks in and whatever, but just more of like the ambiance and like the game changing stuff, like real companies, real gas stations, real cars, you know, some different textures on some of the trailers that are going around. Just some stuff like that, like there's a McDonald's trailer up there. Some different stuff like that. It adds to the game tremendously, in my opinion, and makes it much prettier to look at. The sun is not out because it's nighttime, but the rain has stopped, so we could actually open the windows, get some engine noise in here. We'll do that once we get loaded up here. So we'll go and pick our job. I wanted to do, is it this one? Yeah, this one. So we're going from Fort Stockton to San Antonio. Not a huge voyage, but it's kind of where I want to be for my first truck sim video too, because I'll have to go in and see how the editing works for this one. Hopefully it's not too bad. The other one wasn't bad, it was just learning the new software. I think that's our trailer right there, actually. Learning a new software that I've never had to use before was kind of a hurdle for me. I'm also not the most technologically inclined person out there, so I had one of my friends kind of talk me through a lot of how the program worked. He's also a new streamer. He doesn't do anything like what I do, or a new content creator. He doesn't do really any games that I do, but he does more of like Destiny, and he'll probably do some other games too. His name is Squiggley. It's his YouTube. You can go check him out if you'd like. He's got a pretty entertaining video. I found it entertaining, and I don't find Destiny entertaining at all, so that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Go show him some love. But we are gonna turn here. Try not to click that JB Hunt trailer on the way. I think we can clear it. Yeah, we cleared it. Let's get the windows down. Enjoy our drive here. Why not? San Antonio for us today. We'll get out on the road, get moving. I got gas before. You saw I started the video at the gas station. This game's come a long way. They've added a lot of states. Whoa, easy there, killer. Added some other states, you know, some different areas, and they're adding more. I'm curious to see when they're gonna stop. To my knowledge, there hasn't been a sim game besides Flight Sim, which is, I mean, a monster of a game. I think it's somewhere over 200 gigabytes download. That's done even just the whole United States to a pretty decent scale. We obviously know Flight Sim is a full-scale, you know, replica basically of the world. But they've done most of the western states. I don't really know where the line is for western, central, and eastern, but they've done a lot of the western states. I think they've done Texas north, I believe. I'll have to look at the map just to kind of see that, but They're expanding for sure, and they're doing a really good job with it. God dang it. Be a cool train crossing, I guess. It's gonna be a bad time to show you the truck that we're rolling. We're rolling a Mack today. I have a couple trucks, but this is probably my favorite. Let's take a look at her here. Got the American Eagle livery on it. Not much to it, but it's a sleeper. All my trucks are sleepers. I like the sleepers a lot better. I don't know, I just like the look of them. But we will wait for this train to pass and our green light to come up. We'll be good to go. Looks like we're not going to get the green light here. As far as the setup today, I got a monitor arm. I got a third monitor, so we are actually streaming on the third monitor today. Or capturing, I should say, on the third monitor. So that's neat. The wheel is nothing special. It's just an Amazon wheel. I'd love to upgrade to a Thrustmaster wheel at some point, just because I like their products. I gave them a lot of praise in my last video, and I'll continue to do that because I haven't had a Thrustmaster product that I hated. So, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll upgrade to that. They're not cheap, so it'll take some budgeting on my end to get to, but I don't know. Maybe we'll get there. We'll get there someday. Upgrade. My HUD is different, so inside the cab is probably where I'll spend most of my time, just for the simulation feel of it all. But I have the HUD stuff that's usually on the bottom. It's actually on the top now. You see that. My mirrors, I have 2 extra mirrors just in the top left and right, just kind of so I can see more. Because I didn't want to scoot my seat all the way back, because then the cab just doesn't look good when you do that. And it looks very disoriented and not legit, so I didn't want to do that. What I do want to get at some point is a track IR, because those are pretty sweet, and it basically just lets you look around in a game, left, right, up, and down, a little bit. So maybe I'll be able to actually see my. Oh, we're actually getting off here. I'll be able to see some more stuff in the truck. Maybe the side mirrors, whatever, and I can get rid of the top mirrors there, clean up the HUD a little bit. We'll see though. I don't know. Those are also not cheap, so we'll see if this stuff kind of takes off and people kind of are interested in it. Then I don't mind spending the money for it. Did we lose our music? That would be a bummer. Can't really check that. Let's roll these bad boys up. See if we lost our music. No, it's still there. It's just kind of a chill song. We'll leave those down a touch. No, come back down. Right down, you loser. Leave those down a little bit. Get our music back. Super cool feature that I actually just found out about, to be honest with you, is the windows. I've never used the windows before, never utilized them before, but you can hear the wind sounds in this game are pretty good. I don't know, it just adds to the game, I guess. Maybe we put this one up and put this one down. Get some wind sounds and some truck sounds from that side, while still being able to hear our music in the background. Of course, you can't hear the music because I'm talking over it. Whatever, it's kind of the point, right? Yes, San Antonio is the destination. Oh, the radar, that's the other, or not the radar, the GPS, the other thing. A lot of people like it to be a bigger screen. I'm not a super fan of that, to be honest. I'd much rather have it be a smaller screen in the game. I think it looks better when it's part of the truck rather than just a popped out screen that you can see. Um, I don't know. I think it's more neat, in my opinion. More neat? More neat. Is that neater? Neater. Neater sounds better. I think it's neater. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong too. I don't know. Ooh, stop sign. Both ways, kids. But yeah, like the Sunoco truck in front of us, the McDonald's billboard that we're passing. It's just some little things that I've added through some general mods from the workshop, honestly. This is a Steam game. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but I would recommend you get it on Steam just because the workshop is really good and people have done a pretty good job with that. They've, anything, um, buildings, roads, lights, this night sky, uh, I mean, you name it, the engine sounds. Like, people have done so much with this game since release as far as the workshop goes. You really turn your game around, make it a completely new game, honestly, um, with just some of the workshop stuff. So that's neat. But we are headed. It looks like we're gonna be there in about 2 in-game hours, which I think I did the math. I think like 15 seconds in-game. No. 15 minutes in-game equates to 1 minute out of game, I think, in real life. I think is what I figured out. I don't know, I did the math at one point. Way back. And I believe that's what I figured. The other thing I've added, which this isn't in the normal game, and I almost want to check the files and see if there's maybe some way that I can limit how often they show up, but these construction zones are pretty neat, especially during the daytime, because they actually have people working. Actually, I think there's a guy working right there. I think he's... What is he doing? Is he whacking? Huh. He's shoveling. Okay. Whatever. I don't know, I just think they're kind of cool. They have like the lights that everyone hates. The kind of automatic lights that you see at construction zones that they use. Those are kind of neat. Um, there's just so many different things that you can add to this game. People that I've seen on YouTube streaming this game have like a bunch of figurines in their trucks. They have a new wheel. Like there's so many different things you can add to this game in order to make it feel a little more lifelike for you simulation nerds out there. One thing that I admire is people that take the time to build their own rigs. Like they have a truck cab in their bedroom or in their content room, I guess you could say, the place that they do their recording, and make their content with like all the working buttons of like a normal cab just built right into their desk. That is so cool to me. I don't have the interest in that and building that at all, just because it sounds like a lot of work. But it's cool nonetheless. I think it's neat. Ooh, bad accident. Holy smokes. Alright. Ugh, the emergency lights in this game look so good. When they come peeking through your cab like that, they look so good. The reflection. Stars. Look at the stars. I have another mod for the sky that kind of makes it not a black sky, because in the base game it's pretty black, like it's pretty dark. You can't really see the stars, I don't believe. Um, the headlights, I have a headlight mod, so like headlights in the normal game are a little brighter. You can see a little bit farther with them, and that's not exactly realistic. So there's a mod for those to make those a little bit shorter distance, and you can see less. Grand scheme of things, probably not safe, but whatever. We'll run it. We will run it. See, this music's not terrible. I kind of dig it. I don't remember what I put on for um, parameters. I wanted to do some of the country stuff or like some of the rock stuff because, you know, trucking. Um, I didn't like much of that stuff. I don't remember what this is specifically, but it's not bad. I don't think it's bad. Doable for sure. Got some speed here. It's a 75. So the 5M stuff that I was talking about in the previous video, that's still on hold. The community I'm looking to get into is having to process a lot of applications, so that's kind of on hold until I can get in there. Hopefully I can get in there, we'll see. They had a lot of people that were interested, and I wasn't staying up until midnight to possibly submit my application and crash their website. I waited until the next day. I got in. Yeah, if they're doing them in order, which I don't even know if they're doing that. I wonder if they may just be reviewing them and setting ones aside that they want to interview first. I'm not really sure how they're doing it, nor do I care. I know they'll get to me eventually. But I got in like 600, I think we're in when I got in my application. So we'll see. I think they've done 200, and it's been a couple months. So it's a small team. I completely get it because I've been on the back end of that, having to review applications and stuff for a 5M server. So we'll be patient. We'll do some of this stuff, maybe some flight sim streams in the future, just to kind of break up the gap. But I do want to do some of that stuff for sure. They want their delivery soon. What? I didn't even check the due date on this, but or the due time on this. But I think we're pulling up here actually. See in the top of the screen, our delivery time is 3:44, and it's 3:28 now, so we're getting close. And my cat is clawing at the door. You see it on the mini map there on the left, on the GPS. So we are getting there. Oh, that cat is clawing away at that door right now. Holy Christ. This is a yield? This doesn't seem like a very safe yield. Jeez. Oh. Alright. Maybe it's not a yield? I don't know. We're gonna yield. Open the gates. It's a pretty cool mechanic. Amish furniture, huh? Alright. I dig it. Go with a safe. Well, where's that? Yikes. Yeah, we'll go with a safe one for now. I don't make a total fool of myself on the first truck sim video. That would be great. Although, I feel like I've kind of been doing that this whole time, so whatever. Just go ahead and pull this up here. Overshoot it just a touch. Yikes. I don't know. We'll see. It tells me it's not going to like that. It did like it, actually. Oh boy. Yeah, let's screw it up now that we've done it correctly the first time. Or a way that they were okay with. Alright, we'll go all the way back out and adjust. Actually, they were going to take that too, weren't they? Whatever. We'll just do it this way. It's the first one, after all. Perfect. Not perfect, but good enough. Oh, the blending of music is terrible. Apologize for that. Let's get out of that. Alright. Let's see how we did. I don't think we did great. That's okay. Something tells me this truck is trailer. Well, it's not bad. It'll work. After all, they told us it would work. Alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Nice short video for you. We'll do some more of this. This is easy and fun to do, so we'll do some more of this in the future. Take care.